Hi, welcome back. This is John Carrillo returning for craps lesson number 4. Today's theme will be the proposition bets, which are the box of bets in the center of dice tables. Prop bets, also proposition, shortened to prop bets, are vary from casino to casino. And the payouts also vary from casino to casino. Hardly any of them pay true, but they do pay. For example, 30 to 1, 15 to 1. They pay a lot more than even money, so people like to play them, hoping to get that one hit and win big. All right, I'm going to start explaining. To me, it helps to see the probability chart of the 36 possible outcomes of two six-sided dice, so you can understand the math behind it. I'm going to start at the top with an any 7. Any 7 is quite literally, if the next roll is a 7, you win. If it's not a 7, you lose. There are 6 ways to roll a 7 out of 36 rolls. There are 30 ways for it to lose. So, at 6 to win, 30 to lose, it's a 1 to 5 chance of happening. If you should end up hitting it, they're going to pay you 4 to 1, which is less than it would hit true, which is also why it's on the house table. The next bet, for example, is going to be the any craps. And any craps covers a 2, a 3, or a 12 on the dice. And it is also, if the next roll is a crap roll, you win 7 to 1. If it's any other roll, that bet loses. Chances of hitting a crap: you have 1 chance to throw a 2, you have 1 chance to throw a 12, and you have 2 chances to throw a 3. So with 4 outcomes out of 36, that means there's 32 outcomes that lose. So at 32 to 4 is an 8 to 1 chance of it winning. House is going to pay you 7 to 1. Not as good as the true math. Next example to show you is the 2 or the 12. They're usually pictured on the table, and they're usually the highest payouts if it hits. But going back to my chart, if you roll a 2, if you bet that a 2 is going to roll, it wins if you roll a 2, it loses if you roll anything else. Chances of it hitting is 1 roll out of 36. Chances of it losing is 35 rolls out of 36. So with the chance of 35 to 1, casino's willing to pay you 30 to 1. They're taking their advantage. Equal probability for a 12. 1 out of 36 chance, but we're going to pay you 30 to 1 if you win on it. The next one to show is the 3 and the 11. Chances of rolling a 3 is 2 out of 36. Chances of it losing is 34 out of 36. So 2 to 34 reduces to 17 to 1. Chance of it winning, they're going to pay you 15 to 1, which is less than what it's truly going to roll. A lot of people bet an 11 because they want their front line pass line bet to win. The pass line will win even money, so if they have something bet, $1 or $2 on the 11, then there'll just be an extra bonus money for winning. A lot of people will bet in any craps on a come-out roll to cover their line bet, because if their line bet loses on a 2, 3, or 12, a couple dollars on an any craps bet would win, and it would cover the loss of the line bet. A lot of casinos have a C and E bet, and the C is in any craps, E is the 11, and they'll have them lined up on the side. It is the exact same thing as making these bets right here in the middle. Now for some more fun prop bets. Hard ways. For a dice to be a hard way, the same number has to be on both dice. Hard 10 is when it's 5-5. An easy 10 is when it's 6-4. So if you're betting a hard 10, there's only one way for it to roll. There are less chances for it to lose, though. It would only lose if an easy 10 rolls, which is 6-4, or 4-6, or on any 7. So with one way to win, 2 ways to roll an easy 10, and 6 ways to roll the 7, there's 8 ways to lose and 1 way to win. So for paying it 8-1, it's actually the true odds that it would hit. By the same comparison, let's say hard 6 has to roll 3-3, same number on each dice. So if you roll a 2-6, or if you roll a 1-5, those are called easy 6s. That's how this bet would lose. With one way for it to win, all the other ways, which would be 1, 2, 3, 4 other ways to roll an easy 6, and 6 ways to roll the 7, that's 10 ways for it to lose and 1 way for it to win. So 10-1 on a hard 6 is a true mathematical payout. Let's see what else I have. Those are just I just use examples of the hard 10 and hard 6, but hard 10 follows the same probability as hard 4, and hard 8 would follow the same probability as hard 6. We're on to my honest opinion. Most prop bets in the casino are bad. They are constantly verbally offered because they favor the house, and the house does train us to continually talk them up. You can bet less money on props and you can win more, but as shown, few of the prop bets pay out the odds of it actually winning. Some players come to the casino and only play prop bets, but long term, they lose just as fast as everyone else. And when they do win, they don't get what the mathematical chances of their bet should get. All right, so I told myself what was the best bet on the craps table. To me, the best bet when I go to play craps is to just have fun, pay the pass line and shoot, and see how good you do. Come with some friends, bet on them to win, have some fun with it. The odds behind a pass line bet, or even the odds on the don't pass bet, do pay mathematically true. There's no house advantage. And to have a 0 house advantage on any bet in a casino is probably the best you're ever going to get. So the best bet on the dice game is as much odds behind a number as you can reasonably afford. This has an edge to the house, but this does not have an edge to the house. So if you can afford it and it hits, you're getting paid true. That concludes my seminars on the how to play dice introduction. The hardest part of the game is remembering every single kind of bet you can make. The dealer is training for months on how to remember all these bets before they appear on a live game. So if you have any questions, they're more than willing to help. We want to educate, we want everybody to win. Dealers can't make tips unless their players win money. So anything we can do to help. If somebody starts a bet, we will like to remind them when it loses, if they want to come back on it. If we notice a player has a particular way they like betting, we'll try to keep up their action the way they like. Casinos aren't there for your favor, but the dealers are. So, I hope you enjoy this. One day we're going to have a dice tournament here at the library. And if you enjoy the videos, come show up, have a good time. Play for prizes.